The Bitcoin world has been rocked by the news of FTX's collapse. The price has plummeted, and the mainstream news is having a field day, claiming that the end of Bitcoin is nigh. But while it's easy to brush these aside based on historical performance of Bitcoin, there is an important lesson here. Bitcoin needs regulation, or rather, the financial institutions that have sprung up to capitalize on Bitcoin need regulation. But what went wrong? First off, let's explore what happened with FTX. For those who have been having trouble following, FTX is an exchange where you can turn Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency into fiat, cash, or vice versa. FTX had been a booming exchange up until very recently, even getting comedian Larry David to do a Super Bowl commercial. But they flew too close to the sun. Basically, FTX was acting like a bank and ran into a liquidity problem. It didn't have enough actual crypto on hand to cover everybody's crypto that they had stored onto the platform. As this was revealed over a period of 10 days earlier this month, there was a run on FTX, and it couldn't find a buyer to solve the issue. Binance, another exchange, considered it, but backed out at the last second, and so FTX collapsed. People who kept their crypto on the exchange have lost thousands of dollars. It's bad. And worse, it could happen to any exchange. But we're making the wrong takeaways. It's easy to say, not your coins, not your Bitcoin, you shouldn't have kept your Bitcoin on an exchange, and be done with it. But while it is easy to say that, it's the wrong response. We can all pretend that the libertarian world of few vocal crypto users like to spout will actually come to be, but we actually live in the real world. And the real world needs financial institutions of some kind. Bitcoin is no exception. If Bitcoin is to grow, it needs institutional interest. If it is to go mainstream, average users need to feel safe. After FTX's collapse, any institution or person has a major right to feel unsafe about crypto. If you kept your Bitcoin on an exchange, you could lose it at any moment. That's bad. So what's the actual takeaway? The answer instead is regulation, and it's something even self-described libertarians can get behind. Take Senator Cynthia Lummis, Republican from Wyoming. Now, I don't care for her political ideas, pretty much at all, but she is a big Bitcoin supporter, and I can get behind that. And what is she doing? She's pushing for Bitcoin regulation. Seriously, check out this Twitter thread. It lays out some very useful stuff that she's saying. And what is this bill that she and Senator Gillibrand, Democrat from New York, have put together? It basically says what regulatory bodies in the United States have oversight. This stops confusion between federal agencies who have been fighting amongst each other over who controls the crypto market regulation. As part of this, it explicitly protects people and their Bitcoin, which might be stored on an exchange. That would help prevent FTX's position by making it so they couldn't use their clients' money as freely. Additionally, it would set up the ability for states to establish safe zones to allow new crypto projects 2 years to grow under much laxer regulatory framework. Essentially encourage the growth and then make sure that the growth is sustainable. And it is important to emphasize the bipartisan nature of this bill. There are few people who like both of the senators together. Gillibrand has gotten a name as a liberal senator, while Lummis, the more junior of the duo, was also one of the senators who voted against certifying the 2020 election. But they have come together to craft this bill, recognizing the needs from both sides of the aisle to set up a safe space for Bitcoin and crypto to grow in the United States. The passing of this bill is vital, even more so now following FTX's collapse. We should applaud Senators Gillibrand and Lummis for their work, as well as the many other senators who are working to put forth bipartisan bills to set up regulatory framework. Let's hope with the new Congress this bill will pass. It certainly seems likely it could in the Senate, although its chances in the House, now that Republicans have the barest of majorities, are slim. Let's still hope for the best. Thanks for watching.